Are you thinking about buying and selling at the same time in the Northern Virginia market? Hi, I'm Carey, your relocation specialist and your Vienna, VA expert. I live here. I'm a mom of 5. I have a kid in every single stage, and I know what it's like to juggle a lot of things at once. And so today, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. I want to talk to you just about the 2 different scenarios of buying and selling at the same time, because you have to decide what is right for you. Do you list your house for sale? If you want this scenario, this is realistically the best time to do it between now and I would say June. If you want to list your house for sale because you need the cash, the equity from your home sale, you're going to list your house. And then what you do is you're going to ask for what we call rent back. So in a perfect scenario, ideally you get a quick close. So something like 14 to 21 days would be the best. If you could get a quick close, then you have access right away to your cash. The funds go straight into your bank account. It takes like 1 to 2 days to get there. Then you would ask for rent back. So in a competitive home, so if we price your house right, we present it right, and all the things are done and work out to the best that we want them to, usually buyers are giving free rent back, meaning that you can stay in your house up to 59 days, potentially for free. Now, if you're not getting a ton of offers, maybe you get one offer, but they're willing to let you stay in the house, but maybe they make you pay your mortgage amount for those times, that's still a win because you're going to have access to the cash to be able to move into step 2, which is buying your home. So if you have to sell first, you're going to sell, we're going to try to negotiate a quick close, you're going to have your cash, and then ideally stay in the home for 60 days, 59 days. Now, what that means is the day of close, we go to work. We've got to find the house that you want to buy after this, and you want to be super competitive in your offer on your purchase. So that's the reason we have the cash and we don't have a home sale contingency. So you have the cash, you're going to make a competitive offer, and ideally we want you to close within 14 to 21 days of an offer accepted. And the reason we do that is because you're balancing all the different timelines. So if you're going to close, you have 59 days to move out of the house. That's how many days you have to really look for your next home, close on your home, move into the home, and clean out house number 1 so the new owners can take occupancy. So this way of buying and selling can feel a little stressful. You are on tight timelines. You have to rely just on the inventory that pops up in, let's say, that next 30 days. But you're going to want to act really quick. So I think realistically, 3 weeks is really the optimal time to find your next house. And so you just got to see what happens, what houses pop, and you got to be willing to sacrifice a little bit because you just don't have the time to be 100% picky. And you and I both know there is no perfect house. So in that scenario, pressure is on. It can feel a little bit overwhelming, but it 100% can be done. Option number 2 is you're unwilling to make sacrifices on your new home purchase, and you could carry the new home while still holding the current home financially. So what that looks like is we're going to actually set up the search based on the home that you want. We are still going to be prepared to write a competitive offer because if you are being particular, you want to be competitive when that house finally pops. So what we do is we're pre-approved. We're making sure you're comfortable with the monthly note of a purchase price that you're considering. And then when that house pops, we're going to write the offer. Not ideally contingent on a home sale. Sometimes you can get that accepted a little bit later in the year in Northern Virginia. So in the summer months, in the holidays, between November and January, sometimes you can get those accepted. It's just not as easy because it's not very desirable to the seller. So what I am suggesting is if you can financially bridge the gap, sometimes you can use a bridge loan. Well, I can connect you to a local lender to have that conversation. If you use a bridge loan to buy the next house, then you put the offer in on the next house, you go under contract. We immediately are ready to list your house. So what that means is you're simultaneously doing 2 things at once. You want to make sure the home you're living in is ready to list for sale. You don't want to wait until you get under contract and then have to get in contractors, have to do any painting. We really want it nearly ready to go, where maybe my team comes in, we do a little staging, a little bit of fluffing, throw in a deep clean, and then we get great photos and start our marketing as fast as possible so we can list your house for sale. And then you might close on the buy first, then we sell, and you can recast your mortgage. Again, you're going to talk to a lender. I am not the professional of that, but you can take the cash and then apply it to the mortgage of your new home. So there are two very different scenarios when you're thinking of buying and selling at the same time. And the reality is it's going to boil down to how particular are you on the home purchase, and how tight is it that you need the funds from the sale in order to buy the next house? If you have flexibility and you can buy first, then we're going to focus on the buy while still preparing your home to make sure we're ready to list right away. But the buy is number one. It's going to take the precedence, and then we whip it and flip it and get your house ready to go in the market. If, again, second option, if you have to sell your house first and you're willing to be more flexible on the buy, we're going to list your house for sale. We're going to ask for rent back for as long as possible. And then we're going to go to work really quick to find the buy. So I know this can feel like a lot. It's really important to have someone that can walk you through this step by step so you understand what you're getting into, so you understand the time constraints on both of them and the financial constraints on both of them. If you are thinking about buying and selling in Northern Virginia, I'd love to have a conversation. You can comment on this video. You can follow me on Instagram at Cassie Carey. Send me a DM. You can text me 513-284-5396. And you can also shoot me an email, cassie@thecareycollective.com. We would love to walk through the process with you, have the conversations, connect you with a lender so we can really decide. You can decide which option is best for you and which side we focus on first, whilst constantly keeping the other transaction in the back of our mind. I hope you found this helpful. Let me know if you have any other questions about buying and selling together in Northern Virginia.